feel like I'm about to tell like a scary story. Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. Today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through my morning routine as a college student, hybrid athlete, and entrepreneur. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some other sort of like title in there that I could call myself in here. But regardless, I think that my morning routine is going to help a lot of you guys out there. The first thing I do when I get up is obviously I get up. I have to get out of bed, and I get out of bed around 5:30 a.m. every single morning. And then directly after, I weigh myself. Normally I don't weigh myself, but since I'm doing 75 hard, I've been weighing myself, so it's become part of my morning routine. After I weigh myself, I get dressed immediately and try to like rush outside just to go for my walk. Now there is some like science to getting up and going for a walk when there's daylight. There's no daylight, but we're still like moving in a forward direction. I'm not going to get into it, but either way, I do get up, I go for a walk, get the body moving, get some blood flowing. It is good to get up and start moving right away when you wake up instead of just like going all slow through your morning. Walk to this park. I'm only out here for about 15 minutes, and then I go and do a prayer, and then I kind of like meditate for a little bit, and then I head on back inside to finish up my morning, which I'm going to do right now. After my walk every single morning, I will make some breakfast. Now if you guys are interested in my full breakfast, you guys can check out my full day of eating on my channel, which I recently uploaded. I think like the week prior to this video coming out, it's up. So if you guys want to go check that out, go check it out. But yeah, after my walk, I'll come inside right away. I'll start making some breakfast. Breakfast takes me like a long time to eat for some reason, so I'm like rushing to get this done, and I'm gonna rush to eat this right after I'm done recording. But yeah, I just have some breakfast along with 1 cup of coffee. Watch this. Bean. There's the beast. Sacrifice. All right, now after I'm done eating, I come upstairs, go through my emails. Now it's extremely important for me to do that because there's a lot of business stuff in there that I have to answer, go through, look at, make sure everything is going good on like my personal end, and then also with my business and stuff. My business isn't in the place right now where things are like going super insane. Like I haven't even launched it, as some of you guys may know. Still in the process of getting all of that together, but it's a huge step. And I will begin my, before I start reading, I make my bed. Just make your bed, guys. It takes like a minute. I used to be someone who never made the bed. My argument always was like,
I have to get back into it later on in the day anyway, so why make it?
But I just found it's like a good disciplinary habit, and it doesn't take too long. Just read 10 pages of a book, Part 75 Hard. This is an all-American night. My grandpa gave me this book, so yeah, good book so far. I'm almost done with it. That's what I do before I head on out of here. So this isn't necessarily part of like a morning routine, but it also is. In the morning, I take like a lot of water in just to get this gallon of water thing completed. I'll usually like take one big swig, I guess, of water, and I go all the way down to 9 a.m. Again, it's more so part of 75 hard than anything else, but I've always been drinking a gallon of water a day, so it's kind of, I don't really know where I'm going with this. Either way, we're at school now. I usually get to school a little before 7:30. I try to get here at like 7:20 or a little earlier. If I can get here a little earlier, great. Today it's a little later. There was some traffic, some uncontrollable circumstances. I got here a little later, also recording. Some excuses mixed in with that. But when I get here, I do tend to finish a lot of my homework just because I want to devote a lot of the beginning of my day to schoolwork just to get out of the way. It's hard for me to do schoolwork in the evening just because like I'll be at home, I'm focused on dinner, and the environment at home is set up for me to feel at home, and so I act like I'm at home, compared to like if I'm at school, I act like I'm at school, if that makes sense. Like I'm more productive with schoolwork if I'm at school compared to if I'm at home. So I get here around 7. I don't have like my first class until 10. I strongly suggest getting here early before your classes though. I think that getting a lot of schoolwork done prior to your classes just helps me. Hope it can help you guys for those that are in college. But yeah, I'm gonna get in there and get her done. All right, so this goes a little more hand in hand with my training. So around 9 o'clock, which is 3 hours after I have breakfast, we have protein bar and an apple. Again, I have a full day of eating if you guys want to check that out instead, but this is definitely part of like my training regimen just because like I always need fuel in me. I'm trying to put on muscle and I'm also trying to train for endurance at the same time, so it's important to have calories on me at all times. So I have around 2-ish meals in the morning, which is the breakfast and the protein bar and an apple. Also, we just finished some homework for a little bit, and now I'll go on Instagram for about 15 minutes, do my post, go through any more emails I may have gotten throughout the morning. I'll go back to finishing up some homework, and I just got done with some economics. So yeah, we're gonna eat this and then get back to it. We got done with class a little early, like 40 minutes early, thank goodness. I'm not a big accounting fan. It's like one of the most boring classes ever. So we got a little time to spare this morning. It was great. I typically don't. I usually go all the way from like schoolwork into the afternoon. Now that was a little bit of a shorter morning routine, but as you can see, a lot of it is occupied by the schoolwork. And regardless of it being short, I still think it can help a lot of you guys out there that are trying to balance a lot of things. So I know I didn't cover like a ton of like the hybrid athlete stuff, but it was still implemented into my morning regardless because of the meals and stuff that I had and how I'm spacing out my meals every 3 hours to replenish my body and give my body the nutrients and energy that it needs to perform the tasks that I have for my hybrid athlete training later in the day. That's how it's implemented into my morning routine more so. I know I'm not going for a run or I'm lifting. I would have loved to have my training be that way right now, but just with like my class schedule and whatnot right now, it's not like that. I'll probably make an updated video, you know, about my morning routine some other time when like everything switches around to like my ideal way of having my morning routine. But right now, it's just not the way it is, and that's okay. I do want to let you guys know that I am not perfect. That is typically how my morning does look though. But for example, like it's the weekend right now. My morning does look a little different. I do allow myself to wake up a little later, like a full hour later, just because I don't have to drive somewhere that's about like 20 minutes away. So I do just kind of like hang out at home. I'm still getting stuff done this morning. Like over here, I got my computer stuff all going, and I'm still getting a lot of things done, still being productive, getting schoolwork done and whatnot. But I do want to emphasize that like I'm not perfect. Like I'm not always on top of my morning routine. It's not because I'm not disciplined, it's just because things do come up. So if your guys' morning routine isn't able to look like this, that's fine. I'm just putting information out there that can hopefully help you guys. That being said, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button because you guys know we'll be back. And as always, guys, trying to do what you love. The sky's the limit, and I'll see you guys in the next one.